Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here with another episode of Zombieland Saga Revenge. So, we got idol drama in the air, right? Well, technically, I guess the entire season you could call idol drama, what with Franchushu stating their comeback and all. But we now have a situation where the ace of Franchushu, I, is being poached by another idol group, right? And they make some pretty convincing arguments. Now, technically, we don't know what I's, what her real intentions are, but we can clearly see that she's maybe a little bit she's not quite satisfied with the current situation right now. Whether she actually considers leaving or not, I think that's another situation entirely, but definitely I feel like she still feels a certain level of expectation, right, for Franchushu, and how they don't quite meet that expectation, what she was used to within Iron Frill. Now, as with all I stories, I'm expecting the critical point to be on Junko. Is she going to show the power of the Showa Aigo and whatnot? Well, let's just get into it and see. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright. So, I'm thinking though. Are we going to get through this arc, the story of these two, in this episode? Or are they going to keep it a little bit longer? Alright, what are you guys gonna do? You've got like, what, 2 days? 3 days until the show? And what if she wasn't a zombie? You can't just really assume or rely on the fact that she's a zombie and say that she won't leave this group, right? That's not really a good way to go about things. You want her to actually want to continue being in this group of her own volition and not due to circumstance. Alright. Pure-hearted electric saga. I love that part. Just that. Oh, I say that, but I keep on forgetting to search, for the song release and the lyrics. I don't think they're gonna release the full opening until later on, though. At least until the halfway point of the season. That's what happened with, the original opening as well. Abedama Necromancy. Saga. You guys are still playing that? What's she doing? Oh. I'll play the guitar again. I mean, I don't mind. I actually quite like that song. I'm really not quite sure if that, no. Tempura. Whoa. Oof. That looks nice. Because it's new. Wow. That's actually a pretty big arena. It looks inspired by Budokan, honestly. Although, yeah. I mean, how can that convince anyone, honestly? But yeah, anyways, the capacity of that new arena there and the way that it's set up definitely reminds me a lot of Budokan. Ooh. I... Ooh. They're not gonna have a good dinner. Oh. Where's she going to? Oh. And there goes her makeup. Mm. You know, I feel like this kind of... Okay. Of course we gotta have that. Kotaro's just like, the girl's gotta figure this out. Saga? Oh, Gambare. Not Baka. That's quite funny. Oh. You know, this might be the this might be the most truest words I've heard from this axe of mine. Now, Eriki is electric guitar. Sure. Anyways, as I was saying, I think this might be the time I agree with him the most. Why did they translate it as axe? Yeah, Aleki is just short for electric guitar. You know, I got a better idea. Instead of smashing it, why don't you take that and go play something? Oh. Mm-hmm. Just like, I'm a member of French Shoo Shoo, basically. Anyways, I have my suspicions that probably we're gonna see like a rock version of that Junko song. She's like, just wait and see. I actually don't quite remember about the about Iron Phil. So have they like what's it what did I what was it I want? Oh, I mean in terms of Iron Frill, like I don't quite remember. So have all the members changed? Of course not. Oh, I think Alright, some actual Die. Oh man. I mean, it's quite a popular how? Right. Okay, okay. Yeah. You know, there's actually a band that does this. Sorry, not a band. There's actually an idol group that does this. You know, they have a drummer and kind of sort of a guitarist. Shoo. Oh, French shoo. Okay. Hi, 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 hi. I gotta say, this song isn't really a good one for doing cheers. Oh my god. Yep. I mean, that was quite obvious. I just want. Oh, never mind. Let me do my Let me do my pickiness after the show, right? Oh, she is going to. Come on, you don't need to do that. That's a perfectly good electric guitar. Man, that's a pretty good way to perform, though. And then are they going to come together for? There's some. Oh, the arm, your arm. Oh my god, don't tell me she's going to do a repeat of what... So basically, you know... Can you guys actually move though? Okay. Right, all coming together. Well, that's definitely something that only they can do, though. And then they're just gonna be like, holy shit, Francis, you are geniuses. Right. They actually did... They actually already did this in season 1, but this is definitely a nice take on it. Look at that synchronization there. Good question, dude. Right. It's a completely new generation. Alright. Mesmer Returner, Electric Returner version. See, now this song is much better for having calls and responses. Hi. Woohoo! Hi. 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 Alright. She belongs right here. Still though, I'm pretty sure they're gonna put on a smashing performance as well. Maybe they can meet someday on the on national stage. She's they're putting together the guitar. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have a big showdown by the end of this season. Alright, see you guys after this. Well, okay guys, I gotta say, from an entertainment level, this episode definitely met my expectations. This is what I was waiting for, right? The ridiculousness of the entire situation and whatnot, and just the sheer how can I put it? Just the sheer craziness of the entire situation, right? That's what I've been waiting for. I mean, you can put in all the idol drama and whatnot, all that you want, and sure, those are some pretty good things that they're touching upon, right? And I do love the developments of this episode, just purely from a story perspective. However, you know, you gotta add in all this craziness, like them, like being making them into an impromptu band and with drums and guitar, and then also this very end here where, you know, you could kind of say that they did the same thing as they did in season 1, but they definitely elevated it, right? You can see them growing a lot more with their choreography and the general complexity of their moves and whatnot. And in fact, I would actually say that to me, I actually instantly think of two groups when I see the performances this episode. So the one where Junko was you know, playing on the guitar, and then Tai was doing the drums and whatnot, I'm instantly reminded of an idol group in Japan called Banjanaimon, which is, funnily enough, translates to "We Are Not a Band." But so one of the things about that band is that they actually, one of the members is actually the drummer for another actual one of the members of that idol group is actually a drummer for another actual band. I kind of forgot her name at this moment, so bear with me. But anyways, the idol group name is Banjanaimon, and that's what they kind of do, right? They have that drummist at background, you know, doing the drums and whatnot, whilst the other members are doing their dances. And I do think that they occasionally have some of the other members rotating in and out with other instruments as well. So you guys can go check them out. I do believe maybe it's kind of maybe a loose reference, to be honest, but I think it's the best that I can come up with right now. And then obviously for the second song where they did Mizume Returner again, you know, having all that electric lights and that kind of choreography and whatnot, you know, instantly reminded of Perfume. Right now, obviously, you know, it's not only them that are doing this kind of choreography moves, but I feel like they are still the OG, right? Everybody, when they see this kind of more electric fusion inspired music from idol groups, and technically, heck, they're not even an idol group. They consider themselves a music group. But anyways, you guys got it. It's three girls, and three very attractive girls. I think in a way you can consider them idols. All right, and then, you know, having that kind of really sick choreography, and I really enjoyed it. Right, obviously I'm not talking about the choreography of the dance moves and whatnot, but I'm talking about how they can utilize the lights, and combine it with what they are actually trying to do and whatnot. And again, lots of other idol groups use it as well. One of my favorites, Momoyo Clover Z, they actually utilize that to great effect as well, in some of their songs, but it's not the thing that they're known for, right? Whereas Perfume, you know, that is the thing that they're known for. So to me, you know, probably this episode has reference to those two idol groups, or at least takes some sort of inspiration there, right? Banjanaimon and Perfume. Okay, and putting that aside, obviously, you know, the actual story at hand, you know, you still gotta love the sort of slight eerie undertones that we get between Junko and I, right? It's persistent throughout, you know, and yeah, I actually really dig the development. So two parts really stood out to me from this episode. One was Kotaro's speech towards Junko there. You know, he's still his usual self and whatnot, but I think it's absolutely true, right? And I've been saying since also in the last episode that, you know, he absolutely wants to avoid a situation where, you know, the entire group is just focused on Ai herself, right? And so that's why he did this, and, you know, that's what he's trying to convey to Junko as well. And I think Junko finally gets it, right? She finally got it in the end, and that's why, you know, she fought off all this and you know, really asserted herself. So that's one thing. The second thing I love is how they made that you know, they made that transition from having the other French issue members perform first, and then, you know, having that you know, get up here, you are part of French issue, right? And then running up and all that. It's so cliche in a way, but just the way that they actually portrayed it, oh, absolutely love it. And then, of course, you know, getting up on stage and then performing all together as well. Although, actually, I think, did something similar happen also back in season 1? Now that I think about it, I think something similar happened like that in season 1 as well, right? Although my memory is a little bit fuzzy right now. But yeah, anyways, love that. And then, of course, at the very end here, you know, this declaration of war, if you will. So there's this concept, actually, in a lot of Japanese idol groups where, It's basically like taking over the world. Well, the world in this sense is really talking about Japan, right? It's just, it comes from, you know, sayings, more ancient sayings, where at that time the world meant the entirety of Japan, right? So taking over Japan, taking over the world, something of that sort, right? Like, who is going to be the top dog of the idol scenes? Who's going to be the top dog of the idols, right? And so, you know, there's this really common concept here in terms of taking over the world, taking over Japan. You know, who is going to be the victor at the very end here? I feel like it kind of stems from the fact that, you know, back in about 2010, from 2009-ish all the way to 2012, there was what many people dubbed the warring states period of Japanese idols, right? Taking inspiration, of course, from the warring states period of Japanese history, you know, Nobunaga and all that good stuff, but you know, utilizing it in idols instead, because there were so many idol groups all vying for the top position here, right? And so I think that's kind of carried over even all the way to up to right now. So they still utilize the same sort of terminology when talking about how they can become, you know, the #1 idol group within Japan, and that is indeed something that a lot of the idol groups strive for. You know, they view it as one of their goals or whatnot, because I mean, at its core, idol groups are supposed to give people hope, and you know, what I've been saying for so long here, not only hope, but especially in terms of Japanese idol groups, it's to allow the fans, right, the fans to actually root for them, right? You're like rooting for your favorite, you know, your favorite sports team or whatnot. You want them to win the championship at the end of the season or something like that, right? And so you want to see them, yeah, have this aspiration to become the best idol group, and then grow to become that idol group, right? Really achieve their goals and whatnot. So, yeah, like I said, we are setting this up for one big showdown at the very end of this season here. Potentially in Saga, or potentially in Tokyo. Really hard to say, right? Katara certainly doesn't seem to want them to go somewhere else, but I feel like even if he did want to, like, let me assume that his primary goal is to, you know, spread the greatness of Saga and whatnot. You can't do that just by staying in Saga. You gotta go somewhere else. You gotta go to, like, you gotta go to Kyoto, you gotta go to Osaka, you gotta go to Tokyo, and say, hey, you Tokyo, you city folk, you know, this is what Saga has to offer, right? So I do think that, logically speaking, if we do get into this big final confrontation, this big showdown between Iron Fil and Franchishu at the end of the season, it's probably going to be in some place other than Saga, right? Just an assumption, but just throwing it out there right now. And that is absolutely going to be lit. So, anyways, that's it for this episode. You know, 10 out of 10 for me. I absolutely love how everything developed and whatnot. Well, I guess I can't really say 10 out of 10 because the songs, I was a little bit disappointed that we got another remix of Mesame Returner, right? I would have preferred if we had some new songs, but I guess, you know, we did have one new song, though. Honestly, beyond the shock factor and the concept, I kind of dig Junko's original solo song a lot more. But anyways, great episode, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.